everyone, it's Gwen. Welcome back to my channel. Today is a very exciting day. Every year this day comes and it's a glorious time. And as you guys can tell from the title, today I am reacting to my Spotify Wrapped for this year of 2022. This is something I've been doing on my channel, I think that at least the past 2 or 3 years. This might be the 3rd or 4th year, but you guys really love this every year. I love looking back on them. I love like going back and seeing my reaction from the previous year. I like that I have them all on camera. I have been seeing my Spotify Wrapped for more years than I've been filming it, obviously. You can go back on my Twitter and like see me post about my ones from like 2016, 2015 and stuff like that. But it's been really fun to film these reactions to it every year, especially since it's gotten a bit more intricate and exciting than just like one image with all your stats. You know, they kind of make it into a little video, and then obviously they also provide you with a list of your top 100 songs of the year. So if you've never seen these videos before, essentially I will first react to all of the stats, and then we're gonna go through my 100 song playlist pretty quickly, and I'm just gonna talk about anything that stands out to me. Now I will say, as an overall kind of just recap of the year, I'm expecting my minutes to be probably the lowest they've been in a while, and that's just because, you know, I work from home now. I'm not out like commuting really, obviously, or like traveling very much around the city, and I think a lot of my listening minutes used to come from that when I was in college and I was like commuting every day for school, or I was on the train, stuff like that. And being at home, I just don't listen to as much music here. Also, I now have a roommate, and like we do listen to music together, but like I'm not blasting hardcore around the apartment because like that's not really her thing, and like I'm fine with it. You know, I guess we've just been busy, and with like the full-time job, I don't have as much time to like check out, you know, new artists or check out new albums as much as I used to, which is a New Year's resolution I want to work on. Now that I'm in the 9-to-5 life, I want to make sure I'm still, you know, up to date on all the tunes. So yes, I'm expecting it to be probably fewer minutes than normal. And with that being said, I'm also not entirely sure like who my top artist is gonna be. It's kind of a blur. It has been Dance Gavin Dance for the last 3 years. Obviously this year a lot of stuff came out about them. So, you know, we'll see if it's them again. I don't know, but without further ado, let's just get on into it. And there it is, Gwendolyn Brown, your 2022 Wrapped is ready. Dive deep into the music and podcast you loved most this year. I don't think I listened to that many podcasts, but this is so exciting. Okay, my boys, kicking it off well. Enough about 2022, let's talk about you. Oh, the sun's coming out, hello. Welcome to your Wrapped, thank you. This year you ventured into the genre-verse. Little Belmont, you explored 53 different genres. Look at you, you little astronaut. That's me. Okay, it's begun. I gotta do this slowly. So we got the top genres, which this actually looks pretty typical for me every year. We got pop punk being first. Okay, pop coming in second. That's a little bit of a surprise. Usually pop is on here, but usually it's a little bit lower. That might be from Taylor Swift, probably from Halsey actually. Then I got metallic hardcore. Okay, we love to see that. Rock and alternative emo. I'm pleasantly happy with that. Let's keep going. Yes, from sunrise to sunset, you kept it interesting. Your morning started with mayhem hardcore hype. Is that a genre? You know why? I'll tell you exactly why. It's because I run in the morning and I work out in the morning. And when I run and work out, most of the time I listen to my Heavy Jams playlist. So I do start my morning with some hardcore, and it's a great time, really. Oh my god, the sun. Hell. All right, how's that? Does that still look okay? Sorry about the sun keeps coming in and out. You seize the day with gothic, rebellious, mellow. Okay. I don't know who that would be, but okay. You embrace the night with gentle, sentimental, tranquil. I don't see, I used to listen to like my chill playlist every night before bed. I don't do that anymore. So I don't know who I'm listening to at night. I guess I've been listening to some Taylor at night, you know, like Evermore, Folklore, now that's the winter, you know. I get cozy while I cook dinner, so maybe it's that. Ooh, little floor. All that listening added up. See, this is low for me. In 2022, your total playtime was 25,853 minutes. That is like a record low, I think. I mean, maybe I was in the 20,000s like once years ago, but if you look at like my years in the past, I think Like one year I was at least 50,000 minutes. Some people are out here with like 100,000 minutes, and I'm like, oh my god, couldn't be me. So yeah, it's still apparently more than 78% of other listeners in the United States, which is surprising. But yeah, that's a bit of a letdown for me. I definitely, like, New Year's resolution, want to make sure I'm still listening to more music and like making time for it. I am also gonna bring my record player here in the new year, and obviously like that won't show up on my Spotify, but I am gonna be hopefully, you know, like taking time to like sit in the living room and like listen to my records next year, and that'll be nice. Of course, that's not gonna impact this, but yeah, that's a little sad. 25,000 minutes. I mean, I was worried it was gonna be lower than that, but definitely my lowest in a while. Where you go. With one song, it was Love at First Listen. Is this top song? Is it Turnover? Wow, that's a pleasant surprise. Your top song was Humming by Turnover. You played it 15 times with the most listens on May 17th, 2022. What was I doing on May 17th? Probably just shuffling Peripheral Vision. I don't even know. I was here. I don't know what I was doing. It was like shortly after my graduation. I was probably just vibing. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I do love Peripheral Vision. It's one of my favorite albums of all time. I've been bopping it for so many years. That's nice. Usually Turnover does show up in my top artists, so we'll see if it does. But top song, Humming by Turnover, I'm okay with that. Last year it was all Boundaries, if you guys remember, which was a little bit, not cringe, but like kind of embarrassing and weird. So hopefully we get more of a mix this year. More Knuckle Puck. You played 3,520 songs. See, that doesn't even sound like that many. It's weird. But these played again and again and again. Okay, here we go, guys. It's probably his top songs. This is big. This is big. Your top songs. Ooh, what a good mix. It's like all pop punk, basically. I mean, I guess Turnover isn't pop punk, and Machine Gun Kelly is like fake pop punk, you know. But okay, this ain't bad. We got Humming by Turnover. 2 is In the Bag by Knuckle Puck. Not the one that I would have thought by them, but obviously they came out with Disposable Life. That was this year, right? Oh my god, was that last year? I mean, that's their latest EP, right? So I was jamming that. So I guess that makes sense. I'm so happy my boys are showing up though. You know, you gotta have your favorite band on there somewhere. 3, Fully Sent by Belmont. I did see them this year when they were on tour for that album, I think that was this year, right? Earlier this year. So that makes sense. Love that album. Aftermath, great. And then we've got number 4, Drunk Face by Machine Gun Kelly. That one is not a surprise, y'all. That is like my party song, okay? I have like 2 party songs. It's Don't Trust Me by 303 or Drunk Face by Machine Gun Kelly. Those are like my 2 party jams. So, you know, when I'm pre-gaming or whatever, I'll be listening to that song to get in the mood. Also, my roommate loves Machine Gun Kelly, so we've been jamming to him a lot, like, as we've been living here. So, not surprised. Love that. And then number 5 is Sway by Bearings, which is a bop. I saw Bearings once back in March. Did I see them again this year? I don't know. I see them at least once, and you know, I think it was for that album. That's obviously like one of their biggest songs, and I bop it a lot. I really like it. So this is a great mix. What's next? Ooh, a little Halsey. Your year can't be contained in a playlist, but we tried anyways. Yeah, I know. This is probably my 100 song playlist. Yep, there it is. We will get to it, y'all. We will get to it. I am so excited. More Halsey. You listened to 1,119 artists this year. But One Ruled Your World. Is it Halsey? Because yes. Yep. Yes. Okay. I'm actually very happy it's not Dance Gavin Dance, y'all. For multiple reasons. Okay, I was so scared it was gonna be them for like the 4th year in a row. 3rd or 4th year in a row, I think. You know, everything that came out about them. Like, I still listen to them a little bit. Honestly, I'll give you a spoiler, but I think their album that came out this year is probably gonna be like my album of the year. It was really good, okay? But, I don't know, it would have been like slightly, not embarrassing. I just was like, I wanted some variety. I didn't want them to be it for like another year in a row. And also with everything that came out, I didn't really love the idea of them being my top artist. So I'm so happy that it is my queen this year. She is usually on my top, but she hasn't been number 1, obviously, in many, many years. She might have been number 1, I think, back in like 2015 or 2016 or something. Or maybe like, I don't know. I remember years and years ago, she was my number 1. But it's been a long time, so Your top artist this year was Halsey. You spent 1,161 minutes together. I love it. You were in the top 0.5% of Halsey listeners this year. That's cool. She's my favorite like solo artist. I saw her in July for like the first time in 4 years. It was great. So very, very happy with that. But I'm surprised that none of her songs showed up on my top songs. That's why it's interesting. You couldn't stop listening to I Am Not a Woman, I'm a God. I mean, it's a bop. Like, that album is so good. Okay, you like these artists so much, we put them on the cover of a magazine? All right, kind of. Your top artists. Okay, so. Okay, so Halsey was number 1, Dance Gavin Dance was number 2. I'm okay with it, I get it. I also have a ton of them on my running, like, workout playlist, so, like, I'm not surprised, but I'm glad they're number 2 and not number 1, okay? Number 3 is Floor, love it. They've definitely been on my top before. I go through big phases with them, especially in the summertime. I'm listening to them all the time, but I also saw them for the first time this year. I saw kind of near the end of the year. I think it was in like, wait, I don't even remember what month it was in. Everything blurs. I think maybe like September or something, or October, but yeah, they are fantastic. And I love them. It was so fun to finally see them live. So I was, you know, blasting a lot of them. Also, they came out with a brand new album, Future Shine, this year, which was amazing. So I'm glad to see them on there. 4's Turnover, Coolio, amazing. One of my top favorite bands. They're usually on there. And then number 5 is Knuckle Puck. I feel like Knuckle Puck has been taken like that number 5 or 4 slot the last few years. Like, they're always on my top, but they're never my top. And I'm okay with it. They're my favorite band, obviously, you guys know. And I'm very happy to see that they are there every year. Even if it's not the top artist, they're there because I love them and I will always love them. So this is great. It's kind of typical for me, but I'm just very happy that my number 1 changed. So no complaints. This year you had Layers, Like an Onion, but you listened to music, unlike an onion. Time to meet your listening personality. Okay. I love the little graphics. The Adventurer. You're a seeker of sound. You venture out into the unknown, searching for fresher artists, deeper cuts, newer tracks, especially gems yet to be found. You know, I try. I do. I try and branch out. I try and try new things. I don't think I did a ton of that this year as much as I normally do, like I've been saying, but you know, it's always a goal of mine. Oh, they give you like a little abbreviation. Exploration, newness, variety, uniqueness. Cool. Well, thanks for that. I guess this is it, right? Thanks for spending 2022 with us. Here's your year squeezed onto a page. And there it is. We get to pick which one we want. I like the pink. They're all cute. Well, there is my, you know, all my stats in one right there. And yeah, it's pretty great. I can't complain. I like the top songs, the top artists, like I said, pretty typical for me, but I like that Halsey was on top. And top genre, pop punk, it's usually my top genre. The only downside, like I said, is minutes listened is low. So that's my goal for next year, is to bring that up. So now, obviously, the next thing that we're gonna go through are my top songs for 2022. These are my top 100 songs in order. We already know the first 5, but this is where I just, you know, kind of quickly just kind of go through them, see if anything surprises me. I love this data, and I love seeing, you know, who's on here. A lot of the times it's like one entire album will be on here, you know, just mixed up. But, you know, I like to see what's out there and see what I listen to, so I'm gonna put them next to me. And let's just get going, because we got 100 songs to get through. First one is obviously Humming by Turnover. Then we got In the Bag by Knuckle Puck, yep. Fully Sent by Belmont. I have a feeling maybe this entire album will be on here. Drunk Face, Machine Gun Kelly. Man, it's just such a bop. Wasting my youth, I'll grow up next summer. Amazing. Sway by Bearings. I actually heard this at a Blackhawks game, guys. Okay, so Bearings have made it in the world. Yep, so my guess is this whole new Dance Gavin Dance album is probably gonna be on here. But it's a bop, y'all. I'm sorry, it's so good. For the Jeers is one of my faves. Ooh, okay, little trophy, guys. Oh my God, Breathe You In. I think that's on like my playlist with my boyfriend, which I'm sure a lot of that stuff might also be on here too, because we made a playlist together. I think I made it technically like last December, but obviously that was after last year's Spotify Wrap was a thing, and we kind of added to it throughout the year. So I'm sure stuff from there is gonna pop up as well. And I think this is on there. I also love this album, and I definitely listened to it a lot over the summer. It just brings me back a lot of nostalgia, and it's a great album. Yep, this is on our playlist together. This song is so cute. Love it. They told me this is my fave, you know. This whole album is fantastic. I asked for it for Christmas on vinyl, and hopefully I get it. I don't know, it's kind of hard to get, but we'll see. Another single from this album. I just love that they had Rob from Don Broco on here because he's amazing. I think his voice adds so much fun to this song, and it's a great one. Skate by Floor. If you have not listened to this album, please listen. It is so good. It's like they found a new sound, and I'm not mad at it. I think it's great. I did see Real Friends like 3 or 4 times this year. I think I saw them 4 times this year. I saw them twice in March, then at Riot Fest, and then at their own show the beginning of November. So yeah, there's probably gonna be some Real Friends on here too. Yep, I'm hoping the rest of Disposable Life is on here, but we got Gasoline by Knuckle Puck. Love it. This is on here. See, this is just like the beginning of the album, and when I press play, it obviously plays, but it's like just like an interlude sort of track. Bells in Santa Fe by Halsey. Yes, so good. Way too strong and the radio played on and on. Okay, so I saw Wonder Years for the first time this year back in March, and I had really never listened to them a lot, which I know is probably a shock to a lot of you guys, but they were playing 2 of their albums in full. This one and another one that I forget the name of, but I basically learned the entire 2 albums for that show. And so, of course, this is now showing up. I also saw that they did just announce a tour with Hot Mulligan, which, yes, please. But yeah, that's so fun to see they popped up on here. That is a really good representation of this year for me because I really got into them this year. Ooh, a classic. Leica by Boston Manor. I did see them at least twice this year. I saw them at their own show and I saw them at Riot Fest, so that makes sense. And they're just great. Love this one. Ooh, we got an old Halsey song. Okay. I was just shuffling Halsey. When I tend to clean the apartment, I shuffle her, and you know, it's great. Big Shot by Floor. Ooh. Little Surfaces. This is also on my boyfriend's playlist. I'm gonna be so annoying, keep saying that. But also, I do love this entire Surfaces album. I listened to a lot of Surfaces in the summer. I also recently had like a housewarming party a few weeks ago, and I put like so much Surfaces on it because Surfaces is just good vibes, and I feel like it's the kind of band that anybody would like. So we listened to a lot of Surfaces that night too. Cream of the Crop. Oh, this is also on our relationship playlist. And it's such a cute song. Line is adorable. Play Along. Man, this album is just so fire. This is definitely gonna be probably on my top albums too. Oh, okay. Okay, this is, I think, is also on our playlist. Maybe, actually maybe not, I don't know. I just listen to my favorite band a lot, guys. Swallowed by Eternity. The problem is this album also has like 20 songs on it, and I bet they're all on this playlist. This happens every year. Okay, some more turnover. Yeah, they were still my, what, 4th top artist? So there's gotta be more than just Humming. I didn't just listen to Humming on repeat. 20. There's blood on the floor, and on the bed, to the door, 24, 24, 24. Feels like that's the year I didn't care anymore. Oh, it's so good, man. It's so good. Criminal, so it wasn't me. Every dream I had about you now. Okay, so this is also on my relationship playlist, but I did also see State Champs on the Kings of the New Age tour very recently, like 2 weeks ago, last week, I don't know, it was very, very recently. And I'm going to Frozen Fest in a few weeks, guys, at home, so I've been listening to them a lot lately. Ooh, yes. Obviously, I saw my boys this year, guys, you already know, and they still play this shiz, and I still be crying to it every time. But a classic, a classic. I just can't wait to have my record player here and to spin Copacetic all the live long day, because it's such a good album. Oh, don't you gaze on others, pay no mind. Yeah, this playlist is fire so far, though. I'm not complaining about this. Future Shine, yes, of course, the title track. One of my all-time favorite Menzingers songs. I mean, it's like one of their biggest songs, right? I did see Menzingers a few times this year. I saw them in March or like April or something, and then I also saw them at Riot Fest, which was super fun to see them at a festival. So of course I blasted a lot of Menzingers. Yes, okay, waiting to see my boys on here. Dogwood by Wolf Road. I think this is my favorite song. I go back and forth between this and Blue Moon, but their new EP also came out called Bloom and Disconnect, guys. Haven't plugged it all on my YouTube channel, but if you didn't know, this is the band I run merch for. So go give them some love, go check out their new EP. It's great, so many bops on there. But this is from their first EP, which usually does show up on here. I mean, I go to all their shows mostly, so like I'm listening to them a lot throughout the year, so they're usually on here. But I hope to see more of them showing up. Pray to God for Your Mother, good song. Ooh, okay. Got Carbon Mono by Boston Manor. They play this one live a lot now, so I think that's why I've been listening to it, probably because it's been on like my set list playlists. Yes. Damn, this album is just, my queen she doesn't stop. Pain Now by Belmont. Okay, I'm surprised more from this album hasn't shown up yet. Feels Bad Man. This is one of my faves on the album. This is probably one of my like top ones. It's so good. Oh. This is on my summer playlist, but it's also on my relationship playlist. Darling by Halsey. Adorable, sad, beautiful song. Oh, okay. This was like the song of the summer, and she's here. You guys, I never talk about Harry Styles. I'm not like a crazy big fan by any means, but I did listen to this album a lot this year because like this song was everywhere. I checked out the rest of the album and it was really good. I don't think I listened to it, you know, a ton, like on repeat all the time. But this song made it to like my summer playlist and I was jamming to it a lot. So I'm happy to see. This is like a good representation of this year. The song was big this year, so it works. A classic. Chucky vs. Giant Tortoise. This is like on here every year. Oh my goodness. Okay. A Little Part of Me by Neck Deep. Yep. Whispers by Halsey. Yes. One of the best singles from the album, Bowser's Castle. We love it. Funeral Party. Have they been playing this? They've probably been playing this. Oh, this is a good one though. I forget about this song. This album's kind of old now, but oh, yes. Gotta Do Something. This is one of the top songs of the album. Ghost by Halsey. I just laugh that old stuff like this is still popping up. You know, like I'm still 15 at heart and I'm okay with it because this stuff just, her whole discography is great. Dizzy on the Countdown. Okay, is there any turnover that wasn't from Peripheral Vision? Because like I listened to a lot of their other albums in the summer and stuff. Their new album recently came out and I've really been vibing with that. Mobius Chicken Strip, of course. I did see Origami Angel, I think more than once this year, but maybe it was just once in March. They opened up for Bearings and I was jamming to them a ton, especially this album, Gami Gang. I think I really wanted them to play this, but I don't think they did, which was a little disappointing. Come Over Now, Woke Up Older, More Wonder Years. I'm so bad at the names on this album, but I know all the songs. It's just great. We got some classic pop punk here. Song never gets old. Yes, it's also on my relationship playlist. Ooh, more Machine Gun Kelly. I was waiting for more from this album to come out. Hello Euphoria. Man, how much did I listen to Peripheral Vision this year? I don't feel like it was one of my big Peripheral Vision years, but this is proving wrong, so. Oh, yes. A little Heavy Gloom story so far. I did see them at Riot Fest, and I also saw them at their own show back in April. So I'm hoping maybe more of them will show up. Come over later. Haven't thought about this song in a hot minute. Gum by Moose Blood. Oh, this is such an underrated old song by State Champs. It's your second option, like a key under the mat. All my emotions hard to read. Seems I'm good at hiding. Amazing. Lighthouse. Oh, this is such a good one from the album. Oh, this song makes me feel like a bad bitch. Like, it's such a good song. Came Out Swinging, a classic, a classic. They opened with this at Riot Fest. You know they had to do it to them. Current events. This song cracks me up. This song has like some really funny lyrics. Oh, there's some old Floor. This is the album that got me into them. Y'all know Ley Lines. And they did play actually quite a lot from this album when I saw them, which was really nice. So I did get to hear some of these, you know, old songs that I love live. This is probably showing up because it was in my summer playlist and it's such a good song. Hoodie Weather, nice, nice. Holy Ghost Spirit, Dance Gavin Dance. I can't wait, I've been longing to be danced. Yo, seeing this song live this year was a spiritual experience. Some of you guys might remember, I'm pretty sure this was my top song, not last year, but the year before, so 2020, I think, or it's been in my top songs for sure, and this is like the song that got me into Floor, and hearing this live, I was like gonna cry. It was so cool to finally hear the song live. Oh, yes. Skin to Skin, man, this song is so sexy. This song is so good. So far from where we were before, and I'm actually surprised more Neck Deep isn't showing up, but I did see them the beginning of November for their Rain in July anniversary show, and it was fantastic. Such a great experience. This is also my relationship playlist, probably why it's showing up, but it's a great song. Ember, yes. This one gets stuck in my head. I really like this one. Hey, little old bearings. I definitely listened to them a lot at the beginning of the year. Ooh, Plasticine Dreams. Yes. I'm liking all the Boston Manor on here. Sanity, food summer. This isn't me, I was always a I'm actually surprised not more City Mouth is showing up because I did see them for the first time this year as well. I went to the album release show for this album, Coping Machine, and it was an incredible experience. It was so much fun hearing these songs live. And I blasted this album a lot, so maybe more will show up. One Man's Cringe, yep. There's some Rain in July for you. Lead Feet, ah, oh, a classic. If I'm Lucky, adorable. Clouds by Floor. There's some oldie, yes. Tables Turned by Neck Deep. Discovering these songs for the tour was so much fun. Like, I just forgot how great their old stuff is, and it was so cool to hear it live. Bad Machine, Boston Manor, another one they play live. Man, it's so far down on the list this year, but I think 2 years ago in 2020, this might have been my top song in 2020. Maybe it wasn't Dancing Around. This was my top song one year. I think it was maybe the first year I did this like reaction video for it, and great song. Oh, this song is so cute, wholesome. Slow Motion by Floor. Yep, the other song that got me into them. This is on my relationship playlist, but it's still a bop though. Wait by Knuckle Puck, a beautiful tune. We got What I Lack by Belmont, nice. I don't know how to say this one. Lilith? Lilith? I don't know, but it's a good song. Apartment by Sealer. Very cute tune. I mean, you know, this can't not show up. Local Man Ruins Everything, Wonder Years, okay. 1121. Song is so beautiful. Hum by Young Culture. This is such a bop. Can't wait to see them at Frozen Fest. So excited. Ooh, this is a surprise. Like a fool overnight. Overnight by Claude. This is on my relationship playlist, so that's probably why it's on here. It's like the only Claude song I've listened to. Thank you. You know, hardcore was what, my third top genre? Where's all the hardcore? Here it is. It's so funny because I feel like the majority of the time I feel like I was listening to music this year was me working out and listening to my Heavy Jams playlist. And I mean, I guess the Dance Gavin Dance is showing up from that, but like there's a lot of other hardcore bands I listened to this year. But Knocked Loose are my faves, so of course they're here. It's old Knocked Loose too, separate. Great. Sometimes I think I see your ghost. This is a surprise. In passing hallways and staircase in my apartment. Man, I forgot about this song. Okay, Drain. I did see Drain open up for Neck Deep. Saw them for the first time, and that was amazing. They're so good. All Hype, No Heart. Yep. I love this one. Swing by Knuckle Puck. Yes. Man, just brings back so many good memories. Ooh, Butterflies, Between You and Me. This is a cute song. It's on my relationship playlist. It's really fun, but they do play live. And that's it. Wow. Well, there you guys go. I actually really like that playlist. I feel like this was one of the first years where it didn't feel super repetitive. Obviously, we had a lot of the Floor album, we had a lot of the Dance Gavin Dance new album, and we had a lot of like, I don't know, the Halsey album, but other than that, I feel like it was actually a better mix of like other random stuff, random albums. That wasn't just the same album over and over, which if you've watched these reaction videos in the past, that's what it tends to be, and it's kind of annoying, but I really like that playlist. I'm excited to jam it and listen to it. I've got some traveling I have to do next week. I'm going home for the holidays, and I'm excited to listen to that on the plane. But it's a really fun mix. It's so fun looking back on these, like, you know, albums of the year, you know, playlists, because it's so cool to look back on the top songs of the year playlists every year, because it just reminds me of that year. And I think actually a lot of the stuff on there did remind me of this year, and will be fun to look back on in the future. But other than that, that was my reaction to this year's Spotify Wrapped. Only thing that was a little underwhelming, like I said, was the minutes, but everything else I'm very happy with. Nothing really like shocked me this year. Last year, like, I was really surprised about Boundaries and everything. But I think it might be just because I didn't listen to as much music this year. I don't know, everything I guess made sense. Nothing really shocked me too much, but I'm very happy with my Wrapped for the year. Comment down below, let me know your Spotify Wrapped, or tweet it to me or something. I want to see who your guys' top artists are. I want to see your top genres, your top songs. Let me know if we have anything in common with our top genres or music or artists, because I always want to know. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!